Facebook. How are you all? I hope you're all well. Happy Thursday if you're here in Australia. Good evening. Good morning if you're on the other side of the world. This is just going to be a super quick live because I have to go to bed. I'm waking up at 11:45 because for those of you who don't know, I was actually appointed as one of the speakers for the Higdon group, and so at the moment I'm undergoing a speakers course. Hey Laura, thank you for hopping on. I'm undergoing a speakers course, and so it starts at midnight my time and it goes all the way through to 7 a.m. So I'm super excited about that, and I just wanted to share with you 3 takeaways from day one. It was a very intensive day. And here comes my husband, and he's going to be bursting in with Georgie. And but anyway, so I'm sitting through. Oh, by the way, if you don't know who I am, my name is Elsa Morgan. I'm a wife, I'm a mum, and I also have a home business. And recently, I was, as I said, appointed as speaker for the Higdon group from, and the owners are Ray and Jessica Higdon. If you're in network marketing, you would know who they are. And so last night was day one of my speakers course. It went from midnight to 8 a.m. this morning. It was a bit of a jolt to the system. It was super crazy. But as part of day one, I had to do a fair bit of pre-work. I had to work on some core stories. Hey, Bridget, thanks for hopping on. I had to work on some core stories. I had to work on times like when I wanted to quit in my life, and why I didn't quit, what was the learning, times that I overcame adversity and how I overcame them, times where I felt I was stuck, and what I actually did to break through into the next level. So it was very, very intensive, and then I had to bring my pre-work, and we worked on my story, my stage story, and so working on my actual stage story as we speak. And for those of you who don't know a bit of my backstory, like I joined Ray has a group called Rank Makers, and up until I joined Rank Makers, I was very much stuck, like I really was. And I did join Rank Makers, and I didn't do anything for about 5 months. I basically just picked and chose what I wanted to do out of all the homework he would give every night, or the action step. And but then, I decided to go pro at the end of 2017, and ever since then I've been tackling my business and treating it like a business every single day, and it's totally changed my life. And so that is pretty much a lot of my story that I'll be sharing, but obviously from a stage perspective with a view of inspiring people. So as we know, right now, the world's in a little bit of a lockdown, but when the stages open up again, the view is that I will be speaking at events, inspiring people to be able to look at our profession and look at the Higdon group, Rank Makers, the inner circle as something that they might consider taking up. So anyway, so I did day one, and I had so many breakthroughs. I was surrounded by incredible people who have excelled in my profession and very well known. And so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, how did I get here? Like, how am I here sitting this $25,000 course? I'm being trained by a gentleman by the name of Pat Quinn. It's a company called Advance Your Reach, which is headed up by Pete Vargas. And Pete Vargas is very well known in network marketing. He's highly successful. And Pat Quinn trains, Tony Robbins teams, Grant Cardone teams. Like, he's very well respected. And here I am getting trained by him as well. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, like, how did I get here? It just goes to show, like, dreams do come true, honestly. So I just wanted to share with you three things that I found really, really incredible is that, your story matters. Like, you may think that you have nothing interesting to say or nothing of importance or no way of inspiring people, but you would be surprised at how many people would draw inspiration from your story. And so, as we were working through, it was the process of transitioning my story from my perspective and making it all about the people that are watching, so making it from the consumer perspective and transitioning it into their language. And so that was really interesting. That was something for me, a bit of a breakthrough, because I never really realized that that's what we had to do. The second thing was the actual presentation technique, all the different styles and the different ways that you can communicate with people on stage. I never really thought about, and this has really given me some really good insight, so that way I can communicate better with people. Because I can tell you right now, like I'm a red and a green, and I'm very much an introvert. You can get me in front of a camera and do a Facebook Live, but I mean, get me in a social situation and I really don't know what to say. And yeah, I suppose when I was younger, I was probably a little bit more of an extrovert, trying to fit in, whereas now I find it really difficult to fit in. I know that I'm not following the norm, and so I feel kind of like a bit of a jack in the box. So learning all the different presentation techniques was really, really interesting as well. So drop me some fire emojis if you're getting some value out of this, because I can tell you right now, for me, it was so much of a breakthrough. And I want to share with you tomorrow what day 2 looks like as well, because day 2 is fairly intensive. And then as well as that is looking at the actual framework and the content that I'm going to be presenting, and the potential of what this looks like was so mind-blowing for me, because I'm going, wow, like how did I get here? It's one thing to actually think about becoming a speaker. It's one thing about putting it on your future board, because I'll show you my future board, right? See that? See right there? I don't know whether you see right there, there's a female standing on stage speaking. I don't know if you saw that, but there was the female standing on stage speaking. You got the photo is of her back. She's speaking on stage. And I've had that photo for quite some time. And I've had that for a year and a bit. And I transitioned it into my current future board. And then what happened before that, I had another lady, but I'd always envisage myself or visualize myself to be speaking on stage. But, I never really thought about myself as being an industry speaker, one that, to look at it from a holistic point of view. And so it's honestly, I'm pitching myself. Like, it's such an incredible opportunity. When you learn about some of the salaries that what people earn as well, and it's all obviously in conjunction with the impact that they make and their content and how well it's received, etc. So it's staggering. And so, but my goal has always been the same, and it still is the same. It's about impacting the masses, and to be able to, for ordinary mums and dads, humans, millennials, to be able to see my profession as a viable option to generate some extra income, right? To contribute to the household. I've always said that. I've maintained that for a good 3 years. And I've literally spoken that into existence. I've literally spoken my vision into existence, because this opportunity will definitely allow me to do that in conjunction with my company, right? Who I'm aligned with. And so it's I just wanted to share that with you. I'm super excited. The enormity of the opportunity has really hit me. I was very emotional at some point today, because you just go, wow, like I'm just really, really grateful and honored to be one of the people that will be representing the Higdon Group, and being able to inspire people to step forward into their growth. So guys, I hope you found some value out of that. And of course, if you do want to find out more about rank makers, if you do want to find out more about the inner circle, and, I'm part of the coaching team, please reach out to me. I'm happy to share with you. I can just send you some links. You can find out a bit more. If it's not for you, that's perfectly okay. and I know that there are a lot of people that are hurting right now and need some extra income. And of course, if you did want to find out more about my profession, not even just about my business opportunity, even just in general, please feel free to reach out to me. Just press the message button on my profile. I'd be happy to share some insights, whatever and you can ask me any questions, because I'm an ambassador for this profession. I love what I do. I love the people that I'm surrounding myself with. And hi Sharon, how are you? I'm super excited for you. And I'm very fortunate that I get to help a lot of people to be able to achieve their goals. I'm very, very fortunate in what I do across so many things, like, being an ambassador for Rank Makers, I get to inspire people. Being a coach for Inner Circle with the Higdon Group, I get to help people, build their businesses. And in my own opportunity, I also get to help people achieve their own goals, respectively, whether it's feeling good, skin, and also achieve some financial goals as well with our business opportunity. And so I'm really, it's taken a lot of work to get here, and I'm nowhere near where I'm going to be, but geez, I wouldn't swap anything. Like, I really love what I do, and I'm very, very grateful. So if you're fighting for your goals, if you're working towards something, please do not give up, because there were so many times where I wanted to give up. There were so many times where I just wanted to throw in the towel and thought, you know what, this is not for me. But geez, they were all there designed to help me grow, to help me elevate, to help me build that muscle, so that way I can help more people. So I hope this inspires you guys. I hope you have an amazing evening if you're here in Australia. Good morning if you're on the other side of the world, and I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.